Just hit the subscribe button, the red button, underneath this video over to the right, and that'll sign you up on my YouTube channel. And then you can hit the small bell icon, so a little bell will go off and tell you each time I've started to broadcast a new one. I hope you enjoy it. It is unbelievable that the Democrats, without blushing and without being contradicted by the media, are standing so firm against the wall, opposed to it, fighting it, willing to keep the government part of it closed down because they don't want funding for the wall. But let's go back in history. When I worked for Clinton in the early 1990s, the Democrats worked with Bill Clinton as a Democrat, built the damn wall. There's 225 miles of wall, 20-foot high, concrete barriers, just like Trump wants to build, that wall off all of California from, almost all of California, from Mexico, certainly the San Diego area. 250 miles of wall. And the Democrats supported it, voted for the funding, and built it. And then in 2006, another bill came up which would extend that wall all the way to the Gulf of Mexico, exactly what Trump is proposing. And the Democrats passed it in the Senate. Hillary Clinton and Chuck Schumer both voted yes, in favor of it. So what's different now? Now it's Trump's wall, so they're opposed to it, as opposed to the kinder, gentler Democratic or Bush wall that they would support. This is absolutely total hypocrisy. How can you police a 1,500-mile border without a wall? There are about 60 countries in the world that currently have walls. 30 in the world now that have walls that are on their immigration and on their border, and another 30 are erecting them. Hungary has it, Poland has it, the Czech Republic, Slovenia, France has it, Israel has it. And walls are not a tool of reaction. Good fences make good neighbors. It's a way of reducing crime and violence in the United States, policing who comes into our country. The wall actually has a real importance to Mexico. The ruling class in Mexico has always treated the U.S. border as its safety valve. People who are discontent or can't make a living or are poor go over the border to the United States. And the result is that there's a level of social stability in Mexico that permits the oligarchs that have always run that country to continue to run it, to continue to be in charge. And the oligarchs include not just rich people, but labor unions, syndicates, and the public officials themselves. It's a little bit like in the American West. You had the Turner thesis, which was that people could always move west. And that gave America a social stability because nobody was boxed up. They could just move. And that's what Mexico does. If we build that wall, we will force Mexico to reform itself, to deal with its own problems and not to export them to the United States. And we'll dry up the flow of drug money that goes to northern Mexico from American consumers because they won't be able to get their drugs in because there's a wall. That'll cut the drug dealing way back in Mexico and help cleanse that country of the plague we have inflicted on them by buying drugs from them. So end this hypocrisy, Democrats. The wall is a good thing. By the way, I have a book out, 50 Shades of Politics, that has 100 short stories, kind of like anecdotes, about my political career. 10 or 15 of them on Bill Clinton and Hillary. You'll get to know them in a way you never have. About 20 that are autobiographic, how I met Eileen, how I got into politics, why I became a Republican. And about 50 or 60 about other campaigns throughout the United States and in 40 foreign countries. Fascinating anecdotes and glimpses of life and politics in Japan and in Poland and Ukraine and Russia and all kinds of countries. So pick it up at Amazon.com. It's not expensive. It's only $13.99 for a paperback and $10.99 for a Kindle. Hope you enjoy it.